Hello everyone, welcome to day 232 of playing chess every day for a year. Let's find the game. We're playing against the 1300 and they're playing d4, so I'll go for d5. They play e3. I could develop my bishop, but that just encourages them to probably push later on. Knight to f6 looks good, just controlling this square. I can always bring this bishop out and then play like e6 to just really control these squares. I don't want to take there. I can just develop my knight here. I could take, but then they just have a great center and they can develop easily. I think what I'll do here is just play knight to c6. If they take, I can just take. Knight to c6. If they push, they can come in and pin my knight, but that's not a big problem, so I'll just go ahead and develop. If I bring my light squared bishop out now, they can kick it away. But I'd have a very nice square. They'd kick me away to this square, but then they're always able to push, which is very annoying. I would always just go back though. They jump their knight forward, and I should have seen that they can jump in to a very, very nice square. If they do though, I'll just go ahead and take. It's not a big problem. Here I can play e6 to support this and free the bishop. This square is very nice for them. They stop my bishop from coming out, but that's okay. I could take now, but then takes. Jumping forward doesn't achieve anything at the moment. Could just develop to d6. If they push though, that's quite annoying. But then the center is very locked, so that would be okay. I think if they push c5 here, it's not that big of a problem. They do have a strong center, but it's very locked. And they do choose to lock the center. So I have to go back now, I have no choice. My position's very cramped, but it's okay. Now they're going to try to bring a knight in or just add attackers to the center. I'll stop them from coming in here, which they want to do, probably. I do have this move to hit the knight. They want to trade. I can understand that. It's an active piece that I have. I have this move, and then if they choose to trade, they walk into a fork, so if they do take with the bishop, I'll take with the pawn. Force the knight to move. That just walks into a fork though. And the only move that I see that they might have is to play g4. And by taking the knight, I can force them to damage their structure, because the queen would have to defend the bishop. If I take and the queen takes, I take here. And that's really bad for them. g4 is the only move that makes any sense. g4, I can take. They take. They choose to go back and actually give up the piece, which I'm surprised by. Now I could just castle, or I could also bring my queen into the game. My queen doesn't have any good squares. My knight's in a bad spot. I really want to improve my knight. I think I'll just go ahead and castle here. They can damage my structure here, but that's no problem, because, wow, they actually go ahead and castle. I could push here and try to create something, but then my knight would be hanging. I could reroute my knight to this square. I can rotate my knight around the whole board now. Comes up, I don't see where the queen is going. This move just wins the tempo. On the bishop. This would also be a fantastic square for my bishop. They go back and defend this, which is fair. Could rotate my queen around now. Oh, bishop here would be fantastic for me. It's not possible at the moment though. I don't really have any moves. I guess I need to activate my rook somehow. And my queen. I'll start by just sliding my queen up to defend everything. And then I think I'll bring my rook to this empty file to attack this. They immediately bring a rook over. That's fine. I'm happy to just slide my queen and rooks over to try and cause damage down here. Their bishop's on a good spot, stopping me from playing this. This outpost for my knight is very, very nice. And I guess if I offer them a rook trade and they accept it, I'll be able to pin their bishop to their queen and then... Okay, so they actually make a queen move here. But this move doesn't really go anywhere. I don't have this, unfortunately. I'll go ahead and go for a trade here. And bishop to g5 from me forces their bishop to move. And wherever it moves away, it either has to give up this file, which is very good for me, this diagonal for me, or they have to just go into a trade, which is not that good for them. The queen slides back. I don't see why the queen is looking now. I'll go ahead and try for a trade now. Really? Maybe they're trying to attack this, but bishop back just allows me to go for a trade. Yeah, queen trade is very good for me. My king is safe on the back rank, so I can definitely play this move. Need to be careful, but I think it's fine for now. If I can pick up these pawns, that would be so good for me. Even just a queen trade would definitely win me the game, because I just have an extra piece. Their king would just have no access to the center. Queen b4 is a very strong move for me. Not sure what they're going for here, but if I go for a queen trade now, I lose this pawn, unless I go here, because then a queen trade would keep this defended. And if they move their queen away, I pick up this and I'm threatening this with check. Wow, a queen trade, really? Okay. Well, that's just great news for me. I can now just slowly bring my king around the board, or even just push here. They can attack this. I have this move defending. You have this, I just have this. Maybe I'll go for this anyway to try and win this. They really want to trade, I'm fine with that. I can jump back here, this is still protected. If I push here, they can push, which I don't like. I'll go ahead and play this first. They do have a check, I just move. They take. I can take, which is... I can take. If they take, I take. So let's see, I take, if they take, I take with tempo. That should be completely fine. They give a check, I'm fine with that. I can even block here. I don't think blocking's best though, because they can push. Pushing does look like a problem, but I always just have knight to b5. And I can block. Knight to b5 just stops the pawn from moving again. Their king can't make any progress because my bishop can come in and cut the king off, so... Yeah, I think now is the time to do that. If they have a push, I can actually just slide up and defend. Their king actually can't come forward. They're going for this. I have to be careful to not draw the game. Don't have to take her. I can just bring my king up. King over doesn't... I mean, it does. King over allows me to go here though. But that just actually lets me take with checks, so I'm not sure what that was. The king has to move over. Now I can focus on winning this. Centralizing my knight is definitely possible now. They just never have a threat of pushing this. Unless they can rotate their bishop though. So I'll keep it here for now. They bring their king over. I'll do the same. King there walks into this, but then if they step forward, I have this. I'll just step here. They won't stop me from winning this. King Gov is good. I can't push now. I can go back and then slowly push. And we managed to get a win in the end game, up a piece the entire game, against someone 1300, so very happy with this. Let's have a look at the game. They played on an 82.4, I played on an 85.3, I played very well here. I had one miss and two mistakes, they had two blunders. This was all fine. That's a blunder which allows me a fork. That's a huge blunder from them. I felt they should have taken with the bishop here. And if they did, it wouldn't be as bad. They can just go back. They're actually winning here. They take with the knight which walks into a fork. And they just give me the piece, which I happily take. This knight moves a big mistake, but they don't take for some reason, they missed it. This is good for me, just trading down when I'm up material. For some reason they kept on trading this entire game, which really helped me win this. They even went for a queen trade, which just completely lost in the game. That's a blunder. I don't know why I didn't take this. And from here on I'm just completely winning. There's nothing they can do to stop me winning. All of this, and I find the right technique by taking up position with my king. And this just wins the game. There's nothing they can do to stop me winning. That's a great win for me. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.